Easthampton has issued an apology following allegations of a racially insensitive comment she made to members of the Easthampton's high school civics competition team.
Western Mass News reporter Kristen Burnell joins us live from Easthampton with that story. Kristen?
Chris and Jordan, I spoke with one school committee member to find out what is being done following this incident.
The incident was basically the mayor at a training presentation with our We the People group, who's, multiple time state and national champions, and headed down there soon. So they were training in preparation for the national event coming up.
Easthampton School Committee member Maren Goldstein explains to Western Mass News what had occurred between the Easthampton mayor, Nicole LaChapelle, and a member of the Easthampton High School's nationally ranked civics competition team, also known as We the People.
The mayor made a comment that from her comments now that I've heard was that she was trying to give positive feedback, but came across from the students' and parents' perspective as certainly racially insensitive to a person of color, talking about white voice.
Western Mass News reached out to Mayor Nicole LaChapelle, who tells us in a statement in part, quote, "I visited with high school students last week to help celebrate their participation in an upcoming competition. During my visit, I made comments that I had intended to motivate students of color. However, the statements had the opposite effect, and I offended a student instead. Upon learning that I had offended the student, I immediately agreed to meet with the student and the student's family, who explained to me why my comments offended them, and I listened." She goes on to say, "I acknowledged that I had made a mistake, and I issued a letter to the student and the student's family apologizing for the mistake that I made. I cannot stress enough that I want to be an ally for students of color. I did not mean to offend the student, but I did. I take ownership of that mistake, and as an ally, pledge to do better." According to LaChapelle's office manager, the mayor has been out of the country since April 7th. School committee member Goldstein tells us the committee has been working with students and the parents involved following the incident.
I can say that we've already done a number of circles engaging the students and other people involved, and have been in extensive conversation with the parents about the situation. So certainly we've been dealing with it immediately, not just waiting passively.
The superintendent at Easthampton Public Schools also tells us in a statement in part, quote, "I am aware of the allegations that have been brought against the mayor about racist and inappropriate comments made in our high school. The school committee will investigate this complaint. As for the Easthampton Public Schools, we have worked hard over the last several years to create a safe and inclusive environment." Goldstein tells me an investigation remains ongoing as the school committee awaits the mayor's return. We will continue following this story and bring you any updates both on air and online. For now, reporting live in Easthampton, Kristen Burnell, Western Mass News.
Kristen,